So, yeah. I
You
have to
come
choose.
here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
So when I did the test, so when I did the questioning on the Harry Potter fan page, I ended up as Ravenclaw, and I know that I will end up as Ravenclaw because for me it's normal. You go into a magic school, it's normal that you want to acquire as much of knowledge as you can. So, and also because I played already, like on my PS4, I played as a Slytherin. I did not finish the game, and when I got the PS5 and started a new game, I played as a Hufflepuff. And this is because of the different quests, special quests that are unlocked depending on the house that you choose. So I never played as a Ravenclaw. I'm still debating, but I think like I'll just like follow my gut this time, and I'll do Ravenclaw.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well.
Of course.
You're clever indeed.
Thank you.
You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
So yeah, you can either accept the choice that the head made for you, or you can, like, by clicking here, you can select yourself the house that you want. But yeah, I'm going with the choice here for Ravenclaw.
You belong in Ravenclaw!
Yay! And blue is one of my favorite colors, with purple of course, yellow.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Oh. Yeah, that was a
Enough.
disappointment.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
He's
Quite
so
an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
not nice,
Professor Weasley,
really.
would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
But
I
he's an
shall see to
interesting
it, sir.
character.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
Of course not.
Well done. Now, Go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Good night, Professor. Let the adventure begin with visiting some classes. Oh, wow.
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
See, this is why I was like really looking forward for Ravenclaw. It's really beautiful. It's brighter than the Slytherin and the Hufflepuff. I like both Slytherin and Hufflepuff common room too, because they have like different styles, but they are beautiful in their own way. But the Ravenclaw, I think like from the three, this is for me the most beautiful one. I did not yet visit the Gryffindor because I'm not really interested in playing through the Gryffindor as a Gryffindor, because yeah, oh, a ghost. It doesn't mean that I have something against Gryffindor. I'm just like more Slytherin. Oh, bathroom. More Slytherin, Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff I choose to play because the quest, as I said earlier, was more interesting. But yeah, Ravenclaw is elegant. Hello, ma'am. Wanna talk? Are you crying? No. Okay. Anything here? No. Just some stools. Okay. Another room. Anything that I can take? Nope. Oh, see. Here. Some gold. We need gold. I think we will need a lot of gold. What do we have downstairs? I think the common room are going to be upstairs. And here you have just like the rooms. I'm checking each rooms because you can find like chests, and then this was the same with the other houses. So check the rooms and then you'll have some more goals in the start of the game or beginning of the game. So we were already here. Yes, that was where we came from in the beginning. And up here you have the common room.
That's just brilliant, Army, for the right moment.
Wow, really beautiful.
That is not how that...
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
It is different, but it's important to start somewhere, so it's not that bad. It's really beautiful. Look at this.
That's
wow.
just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant. You'd think you could... that is not how that...
Hello there.
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
Yes, thank you.
Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I
Yeah,
hope
like
astronomy's
stars.
on my schedule. It sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, Better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
See you, Amit. We have the same hairstyle, do we? Looks better on me with that color. So basically I can talk to the other students and only to those, I think
Not right either.
I'm not going to lose any more sleep over my potions.
only to a few ones. That was a bit disappointing. I would have liked to be able to interact with more students, but
It's
yeah.
impossible to do all of the homework they give you. I think they do it on purpose.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about Wiggenweld potion.
Of
Yes,
course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Fig is amazing.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Don't worry, he taught me.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
For me anyway, I think like for this Let's Play, as she's a Ravenclaw, we will try to learn as much and acquire as much of knowledge as we can. So yeah, I didn't think that it was like unusual for Ravenclaw to know about herbology, because they are like studious. They like to learn about everything. So yeah, that's good for her.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, girl.
And good luck to you too on your first day.
Thank you. Nice person. Oh, apples. So you can interact with some food and I think some other objects. Here we have like a globe. And I think like I talk with everyone here. Oh no, there is that guy.
Interesting.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That's mean.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted.
You think?
Oh well.
What did you hope would happen?
I
Exactly.
suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters, and you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here, ready for classes to start.
Good.
Of course.
Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Yeah, you too. So he's basically
Hey,
like
Ravenclaw.
the...
Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You'd best not keep her waiting.
I was talking. So he's basically like one of, also like the Weasley twins in Harry Potter. So which means like mischievous, and then he will like probably like do pranks on people. It's funny that he's in Ravenclaw. So someone told me that I have to go meet Professor Weasley at the entry, so that's what we're gonna do, because I don't think that we have anyone here left to talk to. Here we have like a special chest for a special like quests here in the castle. We'll talk more once we arrive at that point. There are like many puzzles in here which you can do in the castle. I do them like progressively, like when the main story is progressing. Okay, so I wanted to check also what we have upstairs before going down and talk to Professor Weasley. Nice, Professor Weasley. She looks like a really kind professor, so yeah, wow, look how beautiful that is. I mean, look at these colors. This combination of colors is my favorite, like gold and royal blue. In French is also like bleu royal. It's beautiful, really. And of course, here in Ravenclaw, you have a lot of books. Like, very beautiful. And we even have like a piano. There will be like a lot of classic music playing, so I like it, and I think like it goes really well with the ambience. And yeah, let's play a little bit. Really nice. And of course, as Ravenclaw, they will have like some space where they can study. Look at this pile of books. Like, it's normal that they are the smartest students. I was anyway really surprised to see that someone like Hermione, for example, was not sorted in Ravenclaw, but it's all about the story, I think. They had to be a trio, and the trio had to be in the same house, so this is why. What do we have here? A blocked door. We'll probably have access further in the story. Let's go back downstairs and go meet Professor Weasley. As I think that there is nothing else here to discover. Oh, 2 doors. Another main room. With another chest that we can't access. And here, what do we have here?
Revelio.
Anything? No. Just a beautiful room. Okay. Now I'm really going to meet Professor... Oh, sorry, ma'am. Professor Weasley. So, I say to go downstairs. She's sitting. Wait. Which way was it? Where's my yellow dot? Oh, no. This way. And this way. Good morning, Professor
Good
Weasley.
morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
All right.
Here you are.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay.
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
I guess she was able to solve a riddle after all.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
She managed to get into our dorm, even though it's only the entry.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Okay, so this is a guide page, which are like another like quest, mini quests, which will help you get experiences. So you'll find like different like lore information regarding like the history of Hogwarts, and this is like this bust created in honor of a Ravenclaw house, and it resides, as you can see, on the Ravenclaw Tower. I won't be reading all of them, but I do a little pause so that you can like stop the video and then read through it. But it's quite interesting, and as you can see on top on the right, there are two that I have to find so that I like solve the quest or the little challenge. So this is my little guidebook. There we will find the quests, the settings, different, like if I have to like sort my gears, my inventory, and of course the challenges. So challenge, if we go in under field guides, we have here like our first field guide. Oh no, I did not want to go out of there. To go back in, you just have to select here on the one of the option buttons, gears. I'll put my, now when I go outside I will change of course how I look, because we have to look stylish, but at Hogwarts itself I will try to keep wearing like the uniform, just like to keep the story. Then we have our inventory. Of course, we have nothing as of now. Talents will appear, I think, later on. And here's the statue which we found with our guide. And for the guide page challenge, this is the first one, and we have to find 2 to unlock these glasses. And these glasses are basically like more you can use that to like for your appearances later on, so that you look like you want to look. Okay, quests. We have to follow Professor Weasley, so we'll continue with that.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
She's really elegant, this Professor Weasley.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Of course, I'm following you. I'm going at the same pace as you were walking. This is another puzzle. We'll do that later. Hogwarts is really nice again.
Good timing.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. Let's go find Central Hall. Okay, thank you. Here we have the library. This is where we have to go. No, that's Ravenclaw Tower, that's where we are.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
You're brave though, aren't you? I've seen you in herbology. You're a conqueror with those mandrakes.
She's always showing off about her puff scheme grooming. Fur like silk, what shine? Ugh, I can be sick.
Fear is
It's
weakness.
very beautiful.
I never feel fear.
Okay, Professor, I'm here, sorry. Just looking around.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Of course, Professor.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Hours. I hope we'll have a DLC where we can prepare ourselves for that really well, and maybe visit the or and have some insight into that part of the lore and the history, because I think that will be really interesting. I don't know what you guys think.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Not at all.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way
No,
here.
that's not what I wanted
Ended
to
up
say.
exploring some ruins and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins?
I did not want to
Well,
select that.
I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
Yes.
Speak of the devil.
Sorry,
Professor
Professor.
Fig. Your ears must have been
My
burning.
hand slipped.
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Yeah, it chose
Very
us,
well.
definitely.
Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
I'm sorry, Fig. I did not want to tell her about our trip, seriously, as it was a mistake, slip of the hand. I don't even know if you say that like that.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking exploring ruins?
With nothing's here. I hope it didn't say too much.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead.
Yes.
It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Oh, for the quest. Okay.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Thank you, Professor.
Revelio.
Yeah, like Fig. Field guide page. Nice fountain.
Still won't eat around me. The most I've ever been able to conjure was a single quill. Not sure I'll ever master that one. I should think there's an entire ward
Continue
of
trying to improve.
Something in there, I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora.
Hi, Lenora.
Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment.
Lenora.
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Because I'm a Ravenclaw, I will help you, because I'm sure I'll find the solution rather quickly. But you can still, like, give me some
Have you
information.
gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
So yeah, this is like
Do come and find
another...
me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
I'll be with you in a minute. This won't take long. So this is like another part of puzzles, which you can find here at the Hogwarts Castle. And basically what you have to do is, as she said, like use the spell limits on the painting. And what you're seeing here is basically where the butterfly will be. So it's under a staircase near a statue. So the solution is never like really far from the painting, but you still have like to look a bit around. So we have a clue, it's somewhere under a staircase, and as you can see, it's like here because we have the statue. And if
this
you come
looks like the location from the painting.
Butterfly.
Let's get you back to your frame,
So
little wolf.
if I go back here, you can see the statue which we saw earlier on the painting, and it's under the staircase. Now let's get back to the painting.
I'm dreading.
And what you have to do is like use the button with the basic attack. And
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Yeah, we will tell her. And we leveled up.
If I'm honest, I wish
So let's go tell that girl that as a Ravenclaw, it was pretty easy for us to solve this mystery.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did?
Yes.
How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose.
Yes.
Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Alright. Okay, let's go to class. I just first need to check how much time. I still have a bit. Okay. Let's go to class. Quest. I want to do, as I say, first the Levioso. So it's this way, and then here through the door. Don't worry, we will explore more of the castle. So right now I'm just trying to move a bit forward with the story, because we can't like go to Hogsmeade before like attending some classes. What's happening? Okay, before attending some classes, so this is what we will do first. And then once we like moved a little bit further into the history, also into the story, we will then try to do more like castle puzzles and quests, mini quests, if you want to be more precise.
Stupefy!
Ah, Sebastian. He's one of my favorite characters.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Of course, knowledge.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Exactly.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak. Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Levioso.
Good form.
I know.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. You're good.
How perceptive.
I do enjoy a lively duel. If only all of my students were this adept.
How's the view?
Potato. Levioso.
Complicates things.
Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
You were good too, Sebastian. Oh, that's fine. Yes, he was charmed by his
I
good
put you
looking.
on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Thank you, Professor.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
No, wait. I know that's Thank you. It's about the dragon school. She talked about that earlier. So, Sebastian, my man. Hi.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Mine wasn't.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Till next time, Sebastian. Thank you very much. Oh, we are almost level 3. And I think I will stop here for this part of the video. We'll just make sure to confirm the completion of this first challenge. It's important to validate them, because you won't get the reward if you don't validate them, also confirm them. Sorry again for my English. And then here we have like those gloves. Here we need still like 3. We still need to complete like 3 of those mini quests to be able to unlock this reward. And for the main quest we have still like some stuff to do. So what I will do is like stop the video here, and then I will see you guys again on the next part. Thank you very much again for taking the time, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have suggestions for me to get better in what I'm doing, then you can leave the comments naturally on the comment sections. Please be nice with each other and please take care. Bye bye.